Welcome to Numbers World. In this video, we are going to solve past papers of ICATs Mathematics contest for grade 9 and 10. So let's start it. Question number 1, Pam wants to buy a suitcase. The order form she uses is shown below. How many different combinations of color, size, and material are possible for Pam's suitcase? So we can see that a suitcase is available in 5 colors, 3 sizes, and 2 materials. So we are going to multiply the number of available colors, sizes, and materials, which is equal to 30. So there are 30 possible combinations of the suitcase. Option D is our answer. Question number 2, Tony began putting together a rectangular puzzle. He completed the top edge and left edge of the puzzle as shown below. Each piece is a square that has a side length of 2.5 centimeters. What is the total area in square centimeters of the completed puzzle? So we know that each square is of 2.5 centimeters. There are 6 squares at the left edge, so our length is equal to 6. And 7 squares are at the top edge, so our width is equal to 7. Now we will find out the area by using the formula. Area is equal to length multiplied by width. As each square is of 2.5 centimeters, so we are going to multiply it with the length and width as well. Then we are going to put the values of length and width in the equation. After solving it, we may say the total area of the is 262.5 square centimeters, which is our option B. Question number 3, a rectangular prism is shown below. Which figure represents the net of the rectangular prism? So we can see one small rectangle at the top and one at the bottom, and there are 4 long rectangles in the middle. So in total, there are 6 rectangles in the given rectangular prism. In option B and D, 5 rectangles are given, so that's why these two options are incorrect. The sizes of the rectangles of option C are not matching with the given prism. So that's why option A is the correct one, where we have 2 small rectangles at the sides to make top and bottom of the prism and 4 long rectangles in the center to make the middle part of the prism. Question number 4, a group of students organized a car wash to raise money for a local charity. The students charged $5 for each car they washed. In 3 hours, they washed 12 cars. At that rate, how much money could they earn from washing cars for 8 hours? Students have charged $5 for per car wash. In 3 hours, they have washed 12 cars. So in 1 hour, they will wash 12 by 3 cars. To calculate that how many cars are washed in 8 hours, we will multiply the fraction by 8. So 12 eighths are 96, and 96 divided by 3 is equal to 32. It means 32 cars can be washed in 8 hours. Now we are going to calculate that how much money they can earn from car washing in 8 hours. So for that, we will multiply 32 by 5. The total is $160, which is our option D. Question number 5, Madison and Pedro each created a number pattern that began with the number 0. Madison used the rule add 4. Pedro used the rule add 12. Which statement is true about each corresponding pair of numbers in the two patterns? So first of all, we are going to make patterns for the Madison and Pedro. If we apply the rule of adding 4 into the previous number, we will get this pattern for Madison, and the rule is add 12. So after adding 12 into the previous number, this sequence will be for Pedro. Now let's read all the options one by one. Option A is each number in Pedro's pattern is 8 less than the corresponding number in Madison's pattern. So let's see. 12 is not 8 less than 4, or 24 is not 8 less than 8. So option A is incorrect. Option B is each number in Pedro's pattern is 8 more than the corresponding number in Madison's pattern. That is also incorrect because 12 is 8 more than 4, but 24 is not 8 more than 8, or 36 is not 8 more than 12. So it's also incorrect. Option C is each number in Pedro's pattern is 3 times less than the corresponding number in Madison's pattern. That is wrong because 12 threes are 36, but here it is written 4, or 24 threes are 72. So, but here we have 8, so that is also not correct. Option D is each number in Padro's pattern is 3 times more than the corresponding number in Madison's pattern. So yes, this is the correct option because 4 threes are 12, 8 threes are 24, 12 threes are 36. So each number in Padro's pattern is 3 times more than the numbers in Madison's pattern. So option D is the correct one. Question number 6. A museum has an aquarium in the shape of a right rectangular prism that is 22.9 meters long, 7.5 meters wide, and 4.6 meters high. What is the volume rounded to the nearest cubic meter of the aquarium? So, a right rectangular prism is a cuboid. So, we will write the formula of volume of a cuboid, which is equal to length multiplied by width multiplied by breadth. So we are simply going to put the values in the equation and solve it. So volume of the aquarium is 790 cubic meters after rounding. So that is our option C. Question number 7. Travis, Jessica, and Robin are collecting donations for the school band. Travis wants to collect 20% more than Jessica, and Robin wants to collect 35% more than Travis. If the students meet their goals and Travis collects $43, how much money did they collect in all? So we are going to sort out the information step by step. T is representing Travis, J, Jessica, and R, Robin. Travis wants to collect 20% more than Jessica. So our first equation will be like this. Total amount of Travis is equal to total amount of Jessica plus 20% of total amount of Jessica, which can be written as 0.2. And now Robin wants to collect 35% more than Travis. So total amount of Robin is equal to total amount of Travis plus 35% of total amount of Travis. This is our equation number 2. We already know that Travis earned $43. So now we are going to put this value in our equation number 1 and solve it to find out the amount earned by Jessica, which is $35.83. To find out the money that was collected by the Robin, we will use our second equation and put the value of T in it. After solving it, we can say that $58.05 were earned by Robin. As we have to find out that how much money was collected in total, so we will add all the amounts. The total is $136.88, which is our option C. Question number 8. Ben earns $9 per hour and $6 for each delivery he makes. He wants to earn more than $155 in an 8-hour workday. What is the least number of deliveries he must make to reach his goal? To find out the earning of an 8-hour workday, we will multiply the salary of 1 hour, which is $9, by the number of hours. The total amount is $72. So he can earn $72 by working for 8 hours. We will subtract it out of his targeted money, which is $155. The remaining amount is $83. So he has to make at least $83 by deliveries. So we will check our options one by one. If he makes 11 deliveries and he earns $6 for each delivery, the total amount will be $66, which is less than 83. So option A is not correct. Similarly, option B and C are not correct because the total amounts are less than 83. So we will not choose these two options. If he makes 14 deliveries and earns $6 for each, the total amount he is going to make is $84, which is greater than 83. It means that he can earn $84 by making deliveries and $72 by working for 8 hours. The total is 156, which is more than 155. So he needs to make 14 deliveries to achieve his goal. So option D is our correct option. Question number 9. Malika and Adrian prepared containers of potato salad at a deli. Each container was supposed to have a mass of 1 pound. The manager selected a random sample of containers prepared by each employee to check the mass of each container. The results are shown in the table below. Which inference is best supported by these data? So option A is Malika will produce more containers with a mass of exactly 1 pound than Adrian will. Option B is Adrian will produce more containers with a mass of exactly 1 pound than Malika will. So if we look at the data given in the table, there is no container with a mass of exactly 1 pound. So option A and B both are incorrect. Option C is most of Malika's containers will have a mass closer to 1 pound than most of Adrian's containers. If we look at the data given in the table, we can say the most of the Malika's containers have a mass closer to 1 pound as compared to most of Adrian's containers. So option C is the correct one. As option D is opposite of option C, so D is incorrect. Question number 10. Travis is 3 times as old as Annie. Mary is 3 years older than Travis. If Mary is 39 years old, how old is Annie? So we can make equations using the given information. As Travis is 3 times older than Annie, so T is equal to 3a. That is our equation number 1. Mary is 3 years older than Travis, so this is our equation number 2. We already know the age of Mary, that is 39 years, and we have to find out the age of Annie. We will use the age of Mary and put it in our equation 2 and solve it to find out the age of Travis, which is 36 years. Now, we will use our equation number 1 and put the age of Travis into it and solve it to find out the age of Annie. So that is 12. Annie is 12 years old, which is our option A. Question number 11. Extreme View helicopter tours flew 34 times on Friday. They flew the same number of times on Saturday as they did on Sunday. The total number of times they flew for the 3 days was 118. How many times did Extreme View helicopter tours fly on Saturday? We already know that helicopter flew for 34 times on Friday and it flew same number of times on Saturday and on Sunday. In total, it flew 118 times in 3 days. So we are going to subtract the number of times it flew on Friday out of the total. The remaining number is 84. We are going to divide it on 2. The answer is 42. So we may say that helicopter flew 42 times on Saturday and on Sunday. So option B is our answer. Question number 12. The table below shows the prices of different numbers of cards on a website. For each order, the website applies a 7.7% sales tax to the price of the cards, plus a one-time mailing fee of $5.95. Based on the information in the table, what will be the total cost for an order for 280 cards? So it is given in the table that the price of the 100 cards is equal to $65. So price of one card will be 65 by 100. To calculate the price of 280 cards, we will multiply the fraction by 280. So the price of 280 cards is equal to $182. So now we have to find out the total cost to buy 280 cards. It is mentioned in the question, the website applies 7.7% sales tax to the price and one-time mailing fee. So we will write the values in the equation. 182 is the price of the 280 cards. 7.7% of the price can be written as 77 by 1000 of 182. There is an extra zero due to elimination of the decimal. Then one-time mailing fee is $5.95. So when we will solve the equation, we get $201.96, which is our option C. Question number 13. A scientist uses a submarine to study ocean life. She begins at sea level, which is at an elevation of 0 feet. She travels straight down for 90 seconds at a speed of 3.5 feet per second. She then travels directly up for 30 seconds at a speed of 2.2 feet per second. After this 120-second period, how much time in seconds will it take for the scientist to travel back to sea level at the submarine's maximum speed of 4.8 feet per second? Round your answer to the nearest tenth of the second. First of all, we are going to calculate the distance that was covered in 90 seconds. So we will write the formula of speed. The values of speed and time are already known, so we will put them in the equation. So the first distance is 315 feet. Now the second distance that was covered in 30 seconds, to calculate that, we will write the formula of speed again. After putting the values of speed and time, we get 66 feet. So you may notice the first distance was traveled straight down for 90 seconds and the second distance was traveled upwards for 30 seconds. So we are going to subtract 66 feet out of 315 feet to find out her current position or the remaining distance. That is 249 feet. Now we have to calculate that in how much time she will come back to sea level For that, we will write the formula of speed again and put the values in the equation. The time is 51.87 seconds, which is approximately 51.9 seconds. So that is our option C. Question number 14. Jenny wants to rent a truck for one day. She contacted two companies. Laguna's truck rentals charges $20 plus $2 per mile. Salvatri's truck rental charges $3 per mile. After how many miles will the total cost for both companies be the same? Let x be the number of miles. Now we can make an equation using the given information. As Laguna's truck rentals charges $20 plus $2 per mile, so that information can be written on the left side of the equal like this. And Salvatri's truck rentals charges $3 per mile, so we can write it as 3x on the right side of the equation. Now we will solve it. So after the calculations, we may say that after 20 miles, the total cost for the both companies be the same, which is our option C. Question number 15. The line plot shows the weights of 10 eggs laid by one hen. What is the total weight in ounces of the four heaviest eggs? So first of all, we are going to find out our missing value. The first number is 1 whole 1 by 2. That can be taken as 1.5. So what is in between 1.5 and 2? It's 1.75. That can be written as 1 whole 3 by 4. The third number is 2 and the last mixed number is 2 wholes 1 by 2, which is equal to 2.5. So what is in between 2 and 2.5? It's 2.25. That can be written as 2 wholes 1 by 4. In the question they have mentioned what is the total weight of the four heaviest eggs. So last four eggs are the heaviest, so we are going to add them up like 2 plus 2 plus 2 wholes 1 by 4 plus 2 wholes 1 by 2. We are going to convert our mixed numbers into improper fractions and then we will take the LCM. The fraction is 35 by 4. After dividing 35 by 4, we will get 8 wholes 3 by 4. So the total weight of the four heaviest eggs is 8 wholes 3 by 4 ounces. Question number 16. In a math game, a player chooses two numbers as described below. First number is a mixed number between 2 and 10. Let's suppose our first number is 2 wholes 1 by 2. That can be written as 2.5. Second number is 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So any number can be second number out of the list. Which statement describes the product of two numbers a player chooses? Option A is the product must be a whole number less than the second number. The product must be a value less than the second number. Option C is the product must be a whole number greater than the second number. And the last option is the product must be a value greater than the second number. So as we are interested in the products, we will find them out by multiplying the two numbers. Let's suppose my first number is 2.5 and second is 1. The product is 2.5. Similarly, I will calculate the products for the rest of the numbers. Now, option A and C are incorrect because there is a restriction that the product must be a whole number. According to this, only 2 and 4 can be our second number because the products of these two numbers are in the form of whole numbers and rest of the options like 1, 3 and 5 are making decimal numbers as their products. So if we choose any option out of A or C, we are saying that either 2 or 4 is our second number. We cannot choose number out of 1, 3 and 5, which is wrong because 5 numbers are given in the list and any number can be our second number. Option B is the product must be a value less than second number and option D is the product must be a value greater than second number. Let's suppose our first number is 2.5 and the second is 4. The product of these two numbers is equal to 10, which is greater than the second number 4. Similarly, we can check rest of the options as well. All the products are greater than the second numbers. So option D is the correct one and B is incorrect. Question number 17. Jason has a coupon for $2.5 off an electronic book from an online bookstore. If the original price in dollars of an electronic book is P and the discounted price in dollars is D, which table shows the relationship between P and D? So according to the given information, the difference between the original price P and the discounted price D should be equal to $2.5. If we look at our table A, the first amount is 3. After subtracting $2.5, we are left with 0.5. And similarly, if we subtract 2.5 out of 4, the remaining amount is 1.5. If we apply discount on 5, we are left with 2.5. And if we subtract 2.5 out of 6, the remaining amount is $3.5. So in option A, the difference between the original prices and the discounted prices is equal to the $2.5. So option A is the correct one. Question number 18. Richard's tent is a triangular prism as shown below. Which combination of shapes makes up the bases and faces of Richard's tent? So we know in a prism, the same shape is repeated at the front and at the back, and there are rectangles in the center. We can clearly see a triangle at the front, so same triangle will be repeated at the back. So there are two triangles. As there are three sides of the triangle, so there will be three rectangles in the middle. Option B is the correct one. Richard's tent has two triangles and three rectangles. Question number 19. Darnell's car used 8 gallons of gasoline to travel 340 miles. After a mechanic worked on the car, it used 7 gallons of gasoline to travel 350 miles. If the price of gasoline was approximately $4 per gallon, how much less to the nearest cent per mile did it cost to run the car after the mechanic worked on it? So, a car can travel 340 miles in 8 gallons. So, in 1 gallon, it can travel 42.5 miles. After the mechanic's work, it can travel 350 miles in 7 gallons. So it can travel 50 miles in 1 gallon. Now we are going to find out the difference between the distances before and after the mechanic's work. So it is 7.5 miles. It is given in the question that 1 gallon is of $4. So that can be written as 400 cents. Initially, the car could travel 42.5 miles in 1 gallon. So the cost of 42.5 miles is equal to 400 cents. So the cost of 1 mile is equal to 9.412 cents. After the mechanic's work, the car was able to travel 50 miles in 1 gallon. So the cost of 50 miles is equal to 400 cents. The cost of 1 mile is equal to 8 cents after the mechanic's work. Now we will calculate the differences between the amounts. So that is equal to 1.412 cents, which is approximately 1 cent. So option A is the correct one. Question number 20. An electronic sign that showed the speed of motorists was installed on a road. The line plots below shows the speed of some motorists before and after the sign was installed. Based on these data, which statement is true about the speeds of motorists after the sign was installed? So the options are the mean speed and the range of the speeds of the motorists decreased. Option B is the median speed and the range of speeds of the motorists increased. The mean speed of the motorists decreased and the range of the speeds increased. The median speed of the motorists increased and the range of the speeds decreased. So first of all, we are going to calculate the average speed before the sign installation. So average is equal to sum of the values divided by the number of the values. So first cross is at 20, second is at 24. There are four crosses at 25. So we will multiply 25 by 4, which is equal to 100. So I have written 100 directly. Then 32s are 60. The two crosses are at 35. 35 twos are 70. The next cross is at 38 and the last one is at 40. So we will divide it by 12 because there are 12 crosses. So after the calculation, average speed before the sign installation is 29.33 miles per hour. Now we will calculate the range. The range is basically the difference between the highest and the lowest value. So highest value is 40 and the lowest is 20. So the range is 20 miles per hour before the sign installation. Now we have to calculate the average speed after the sign installation, and we will use a second line plot for that. Again, we are going to calculate the sum of the values by using the crosses and divide them by 12 because there are 12 crosses. So after the calculations, the average speed after the sign installation is 27.5 miles per hour. And the range for the second line plot is 15 miles per hour, as 35 was the highest value and 20 was the lowest. So the difference is 15 miles per hour. According to the calculations, option A is the correct one, which is the mean speed and the range of the speeds of the motorists decreased. We can see the average or the mean speed was 29.33 miles per hour before the sign installation, and after the sign installation, The mean speed is 27.5 miles per hour, which is decreased than before. And if we talk about the range was 20 miles per hour before the sign installation, and after the sign installation it is 15 miles per hour. So obviously it has also decreased. So option A is the correct one. We can read the other options as well, but this one is the correct amount stored. Question number 21. A clothing store used the sign shown below to advertise a discount on shirts. The discount is buy 2 shirts and get 50% off the third shirt. Jilani wants to buy 3 shirts which were originally priced $49.96 each. The store will discount the price of the third shirt and then apply a 7.1% tax to the total cost of all 3 shirts. Including the tax, what will be the mean or average cost of each shirt? So first of all, we are going to calculate the price of 3 shirts after discount. The store charges $49.96 for 2 shirts, and there is a discount of 50% on the third shirt, which can be written as 0.5 of 49.96. So the total price is $124.9. The store applies a 7.1% tax to the total cost. So we are going to calculate the total cost after tax, which can be written like this. 124.9 is the price of 3 shirts, and the remaining part is representing 7.1% tax of the total amount. After solving it, we get $133.77. Calculate the average price of each shirt. We are going to divide 133.77 by 3. That is equal to $44.59. So option C is the correct one. Question number 22. Wallpaper was applied to one rectangular wall of a large room. The dimensions of the wall are shown below. The length is 42 feet and width is 25.5 feet. If the total cost of the wallpaper was $771.12, what was the cost in dollars of the wallpaper per square foot? So we know the formula of the area of a rectangle is equal to length multiplied by width. We will simply put the values in the equations and solve it. The total area of the wallpaper is 1071 square feet. So the total cost of the wallpaper, which is 1071 square feet, is equal to $771.12. To calculate the price of 1 square foot, we will divide the cost by the area of the wallpaper. So after the calculations, we may say the cost of the wallpaper per square foot is $0.72, which is our option B. Question number 23. When Keisha installed a fence along the 200-foot perimeter of her rectangular backyard, she left an opening for a gate. If in the diagram below she used x to represent the length in feet of the gate, what is the value of x? So we know the formula of the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus width. So here perimeter is 200 feet, length is equal to 30, and some part of the width is missing, so we can write it as 60 plus x. After solving it, we can say the length of the gate is 10 feet, which is our option A. Question number 24. Last year, 950 people attended a town's annual parade. This year, 1,520 people attended. What was the percent increase in attendance from last year to this year? So first of all, we are going to calculate the difference between the number of people who attended the parade last year and this year. So that is 570. We may say that 570 more people attended the parade this year. To calculate the percentage increase, we will divide 570 by 950 and multiply it by 100. So the percentage is 60%. In other words, we may say that 60% more people attended the parade from last year to this year. So option C is the correct one. Question number 25. Mr. Thompson is buying 2 types of gift cards to give as prizes to employees as at a company meeting. He will buy restaurant gift cards that each cost $50. He will also buy movie theater gift cards that each cost $20. He has $450 to buy a total of 15 gift cards. How many of each type of gift card can Mr. Thompson buy? So we are going to calculate all our options one by one. So option A is he can buy 5 restaurant gift cards and 10 movie theater gift cards. Each restaurant gift card is of $50. So 55s are 250. And each movie theater gift card is of $20. So 10 20s are 200. So 200 plus 250 is equal to $450, which is in his budget. So option A is our expected answer, but we will check other options as well. Option B is he can buy 8 restaurant gift cards and 7 movie theater gift cards. So he will have to spend $505 to opt option B. And option C is he can buy 10 restaurant gift cards and 5 movie theater gift cards, which will make a total of $600. And option D is he can buy 12 restaurant gift cards and 3 movie theater gift cards. So the total is $660. So obviously option A is the appropriate one because it is making a total of $450, which is in his budget, and he can buy a total of 15 gift cards. So option A is the correct one. Question number 26. Pentagon P and Pentagon Q shown below are concurrent. Which sequence could be used to transform Pentagon P to Pentagon Q? Option A is a 180 degrees clockwise rotation about the origin. If we take 180 degrees clockwise rotation, our new shape will be upside down, which is not matching with the shape of Pentagon Q. So option A is incorrect. Option B is a translation 4 units left and then a reflection over the x-axis. If we move this shape to 4 units left and take the reflection, the new shape will be again upside down, which is not like pentagon Q. So option B is also incorrect. Option C is a reflection over the y-axis and then a translation 7 units down. So this is the reflection of the shape, and if we move it 7 steps down, the new shape will be exactly at the place of pentagon Q. So option C is the correct one. Option D is a translation 7 units down and then a 90 degrees clockwise rotation about the origin. If we take 90 degrees clockwise rotation, the shape of the pentagon P will be like this, which is wrong. So option C is the correct one. Question number 27. Tina bought some gum. The number of pieces of each flavor of gum she bought is shown below. What percent of the total number of pieces of gum are peppermint flavor? So data is given in the table. We are going to see how many number of pieces are in peppermint flavor, which is 20, and total is 100. So 20 by 100 is equal to 20%. So option A is the correct one. 20% of the total number of pieces of gum are in peppermint flavor. Question number 28. Andrea works at a movie theater. She made the graph below to compare the number of movie tickets with the number of food items that were sold during 3 days. How many more movie tickets were sold on Saturday than on Friday? So the blue color is showing movie tickets sold and mustard is representing food items sold. As we are interested in how many more movie tickets were sold on Saturday than on Friday, so we will follow the blue color. We can clearly see that 600 tickets were sold on Friday and 800 tickets were sold on Saturday. So we will calculate the difference between the numbers. 800 minus 600 is equal to 200. So option B is the correct one. 200 more tickets were sold on Saturday than on Friday. Question number 29. As students entered a concert, a keychain was given to every second student in line. T-shirts were given to every third student in line. Which student in line was the first to receive both a keychain and a t-shirt? So it is given in the question that every second student got a keychain and every third student got a t-shirt. So we will calculate the LCM to find out the answer. The LCM of 2 and 3 is equal to 6. So 6 students got a keychain and a t-shirt both. So option B is the correct one. Question number 30. When the number square below is completed, any 3 numbers in a line will add up to 24. The 3 numbers can be added across, up, down, or diagonally. What number belongs in box A? We can see the sum of the diagonal numbers 6, 8, and 10 is already 24. Now we can make a total of 24 in the last row. So 10 plus 0 is 10, and 10 plus what is equal to 24? It's 14. Now 2 numbers are present in the first column. 6 plus 14 is equal to 20, and 20 plus what is equal to 24? It's 4. So option A is the correct one. Number 4 should be written in box A. I hope you liked my video, so don't forget to like and comment on it and subscribe my channel. So see you next time.